Hey guys, it's midnight. It is late, but I just got back from the Black Panther movie and I just had to review it and just let the world know that it was a very nice movie. Okay, so first off, I am by no means whatsoever like a superhero comic book person. Like, I have no idea about any of this stuff. Am I gonna get yelled at for this? I'll watch Iron Man. I watched the original Spider-Man. I recently watched Spider-Man Homecoming, which was really good. And I watched Logan last year, which I thought was phenomenal. Literally, Logan was one of my favorite, superhero comic book, whatever movies ever. Pretty much ever. So the point is that I'm, no expertise, and I feel like maybe when I watch the film, I'm really not getting everything that maybe someone who reads the comic books and is a really big fan would get. Maybe I'm not catching those things, but I just went in as someone who wanted to watch the movie because I feel like this movie is an especially important movie for the time that it came out in. As someone who's Indian and who's an immigrant, I personally always love seeing movies or characters where literally one character is Indian, and even though it's always stereotyped, I'm still yeah, there's some representation. So I could just imagine what people all around the world, but especially in America, what the Black community must feel watching this movie. It must be so amazing and empowering for them. The story is about Wakanda, which is just a hidden sort of city within Africa, and they are super duper technologically advanced and way ahead of their times, but basically they pretend that they're a third world country, and they're basically hiding from the rest of the world because they have access to the most powerful metal in the world, and that basically powers everything that they have. And they don't want that to go into the wrong hands, so that's why they basically live in seclusion. This story is essentially started off when T'Challa, played by Chadwick Boseman, his father, who is the king of Wakanda, he dies, so then he ascends the throne, and then he goes on a mission to get one of the poachers of their special metal. Attempt to get Poacher, aka Claw, back. They end up getting involved with one of the FBI operatives, who is played by Martin Freeman. Hey, what up, Dr. Watson? So it was really nice seeing him in the movie. But then we also learn that there's this other dude who is working with the poacher, who is also Wakandan, but where did he even come from, and who is he? And he ends up killing Claw and finding his way to Wakanda, and he challenges T'Challa's throne. Who is he? What is he? What is he doing? What's happening? And what does he want? He is actually royal blood and has a total direct route to the throne. And he is actually T'Challa's cousin. But this dude is straight up evil, and he basically wants to expose Wakanda to the world because, according to him, everyone in the world, especially in the Black community, is suffering, and Wakanda has all the resources to help them out, so why aren't they? Except he's being a little crazy about it and power hungry about it, so we must take him down. Our Black Panther, T'Challa, is not also considering the same thing, but he's just taking a more chill approach, and he's also weighing the pros and cons. But this dude is just let's just give people weapons of mass destruction. In terms of acting, everyone did such a phenomenal job. Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan as the anti-Black Panther, and Lupita Nyong'o, just Danya Guerrera, am I pronouncing that right? She was super duper awesome. She was so badass. I loved her in the movie. So I cannot wait for the next movies that come out, because I just feel all the characters were really awesome, and I just can't wait to see them again reprising their roles. The direction, the editing, the special effects, like obviously the special effects totally awesome as usual. The music was really nice. Lots of good tracks from like Kendrick Lamar and like The Weeknd. Just like really great soundtrack in the back. Lots of really awesome like African roots. Story, I feel like it's like a typical, you know, hero's journey type of story. Shout out to all the people who know what I'm talking about when I talk about Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. So the story was pretty like typical, you know, there's just like good guy, bad guy, you know, issues, family structure, friendships being tested, like, you know, everything was pretty much in there. Really important is that this is a Marvel franchise movie. It is a big movie and it actually is doing extremely well, and it's like breaking box office records. And even though it is this type of movie, it also makes a lot of really important political, socio-political references to colonization, references to the slave trade, references to the fact that people think that people in Africa don't even know English. Just, you know, all of these tiny things that are a part of the movie but actually make a really big difference. And I feel like the fact that it exists in the narrative and is woven into the plot of the film is really amazing and really commendable. Either way, there's 2 end credit scenes, not 1 but 2, so definitely stay to watch both of them.